space lovers, coming to your TV from Astrophile News. It's Joel and Jacob reporting the astronomical events that are occurring this week. Today is Wednesday, October 10th, 2018, and the weather is looking great for some celestial viewing tonight. And good thing, there's a lot of celestial events occurring this week. A meteor shower is happening, there's a new moon, a comet named Comet 21P Giacomini-Zinner is visible, many planets including Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune are visible, and the International Space Station can be seen. And there's some current news regarding astronomy, so stay tuned to hear all about it. Tonight it's a fantastic night to go outside and look up. Not only are 5 planets visible, but galaxies and star clusters are visible as well. But for now, let's stick to the planets. Mars is visible at 28 degrees altitude in the south, Jupiter can be seen at 13 degrees altitude in the southwest, Saturn is found at 25 degrees altitude in the south, Uranus is at 60 degrees altitude in the south, and finally, Neptune is located at 42 degrees altitude in the south as well. Now let's jump right into the star clusters and galaxies that can be observed tonight. M31, M13, M71, M12, and basically just the Andromeda Galaxy can be seen somewhere in the sky. The weather is partly cloudy, so seeing these astronomical objects is very possible. But now let's dive right into the more specific events that are happening throughout the week. On October 8th, the Draconid's meteor shower will have already reached its peak, but some remnants can still be visible tonight. But this annual meteor shower takes place from October 6th all the way to October 10th. This is a minor meteor shower because only around 10 meteors will be visible each hour. This particular meteor shower is unique because the best time to view it is not the early morning, but rather in the early evening. The best kind of place to view it would be in a dark location far away from the city to avoid light pollution. Once you arrive at the perfect location for meteor shower viewing, look toward the constellation Draco. That's where the Draconids will be originating from. To find this constellation easily in the sky, find Vega and draw an imaginary line down to the next star you see, and that star will be part of Draco. Now you might be wondering, what causes a meteor shower, and why do some occur annually? You'll find out. Let's talk about that. Now, a meteor is just a meteoroid that enters Earth's atmosphere. The atmosphere causes a meteoroid to heat up as it falls to Earth. And when our planet encounters many meteoroids at once, it's called a meteor shower. At other times, though, a meteor shower occurs because a comet is orbiting really close to our sun. A comet's orbit is much more lopsided than planets, so that is why the comet's debris goes off the orbit. As Earth is orbiting around the sun, it can cross paths with the leftover comet debris, so that's why meteor showers can occur annually. In this case of the Draconids, the comet that is providing the debris that will eventually turn into a meteor by entering Earth's atmosphere is called Comet 21P Giacomini-Zinner. Don't forget about this particular comet, as I'll be talking about it in much more detail soon, so stick around. On October 9th, a start of a new moon cycle has happened, which means that the moon will not be visible, and that means that the Draconids will be easier to spot without the pesky moonlight getting in the way. This will be called a new moon. Now let's dive into the Comet 21P Giacomini-Zinner. Tonight, this comet will pass the Seagull Nebula in the pre-dawn hours of the day. Astronomers expect that by the end of October, this comet will be very visible with binoculars, but in the meantime, it will be passing different nebulae. For example, on October 13th, it will be near Thor's Hammer Nebula, and then on October 15th, it will be near Caroline's Cluster, and then at Charlie Brown's Christmas Cluster on October 22nd. To easily find this comet tonight, though, hold your hand out like this to the left of the star Sirius. The planets that will be visible sometime during next week are Mars, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Tonight, Mars will be found about 30 degrees altitude above the southern horizon near the constellation Capricornus. Be sure to look out for Jupiter on October 11th. It can be found about 10 degrees above the horizon about an hour after sunset in the constellation Libra. It doesn't stop there, though, because on October 13th, just 10 days before Uranus reaches its opposition, it's visible with the naked eye. But using a telescope can't hurt. Opposition means that a planet is directly opposite from the Sun and Earth. Then, if seeing Jupiter and Uranus in the same week wasn't enough, Saturn will be visible on October 14th at 30 degrees altitude in the eastern horizon at about 9:30 p.m. Now for the current events taking place during this week. On October 11, 2018, astronauts Nick Hague of NASA and cosmonaut Alexei Ovchinin of the Russian Space Agency will launch the ISS on the Russian Soyuz MS-10 spacecraft from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. This will be their 57th expedition to the ISS. They won't get there until December 13, 2018, so we have something to look forward to in December. Continuing on with the International Space Station, on October 12th, it will be visible for 4 minutes at 32 degrees west-southwest. So with all this info, I'm Jolene Jacob coming to you from Astrophile News. This week is a great week to go outside and observe the planets, comets, meteors, and the International Space Station. So remember, keep looking up.